Hello, my name is Ahmad Kharisma from Indonesia. I started playing Yoyo from like December 2008 and I became the national champion at like September 2010.
What first inspired you to start Yoyoing, and how many years had you played Yoyo?
Oh my god, it's a long story. Like, I've been playing for like 15 years. When I was in 4th grade, the 3rd grader and like the 2nd grader bring a yo-yo and they do the up and down. And I was like, why are these kids throwing this yo-yo? It's like, it looks so childish, it looks so stupid. And like, after like a couple of months, a 6th grader in my primary school bring a yo-yo and he do like the rock the baby, busy baby and the boing boing. I was really impressed with the boing boing one and like, okay, this is cool. So I started learning from him. Shout out to him. His name is Faiz. He's not playing anymore, but yeah, shout out to him.
Okay then, who are your biggest influence or mentors in the Yoyo communities?
I feel like the first when I started, it was John Endo and Hiroyuki Suzuki. So I think my style of yoyoing when I first started kind of mix of the like the beautiful of John Endo and the flashy of Hiroyuki Suzuki. And then for mentors, there's one guy in the community. His name is Galih Kurniawan. He's like my mentor for me when I win AP 2013 and 24 and 14, not 24, sorry. Yeah, he was like practicing with me.
Can you share your yo-yo setting?
Actually, it's always changing. Like, I don't have really specific yo that I always throw, but like my recent favorite is the Next Journey, the Sensei Next Journey. Actually, I usually use anonymous string from Indonesia, but like when I do the trip to Izon and Axel, I just realized that I don't bring any string. So Harrison just give me this kiddie string to use for the contest. But it's nice, the string is nice. Kiddie string normal is nice.
And I remember that you always used a very long strings beforehand.
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit shorter.
True.
Can you explain why you have this kind of change?
So like 10 years ago, we used to think like we do like very complicated tricks, and the mindset is like the longer the string is, so the more variation you can make, which is true. Like the longer the string, you can do like a lot of body and like very complicated mounts. But like as for now, I don't really make complicated tricks because like I mostly yo-yo for fun, and I think doing the tricks that is easy and fun, like more flowy and easy to land, is easier with short string.
Okay.
That's why I use the short string now.
I think your tricks are very special. Can you tell us how you create or learn from those tricks, and how do you practice effectively to make it more accurate?
So for making tricks, for like technical tricks, I usually just explore like the first mount. It can take like 6 months or 5 months, but I'm not always exploring. That's for the technical tricks. And like, but usually recently I like to think first how I want the yo-yo flow, and then just think and explore the mount so I can realize what I think.
So normally, how many hours do you play yo-yo every weeks?
When I was in school, like primary school and secondary school, I used to practice like an hour after. So like I came from a very religious family, and like we wake up at like 4 a.m. and like we pray, and then after that my dad don't want me to sleep, so I just practice a lot until like 6 a.m. and then we go breakfast and stuff. That's how I do when I was like in my prime career of yoyoing. And starting from like high school, I just practice like 30 minutes a day because like I went to boarding school, so they only give like 1 hour for me to play the laptop and the yo-yos. So I just do the 30 minutes yo-yo session and 30 minutes laptop session. And in university, I barely practice because like I just play and not practicing.
Okay.
I just play when it's waiting for the bus, waiting for the train, stuff like that. Not really practice, to be honest.
When I talk with you, you always distinguish are you playing or practicing?
Yeah, it's
yo-yo?
different. It's different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. What is your most challenging tricks you learned, and how you conquered this?
I think my most challenging tricks is the horizontal tricks and the hooks. Like I came from 2008 to the scene, and it's very different. Like the meta is very different these days. So when people are starting to do hooks, I also like curious how to do that, and it's actually very challenging. It's out of my comfort zone. So how to conquer it, I just practice, and I think I'm pretty good now at the hops, like the horizontal hops. It's pretty hard for me at the beginning, but it's slowly getting better.
How do you prepare mentally and physically for the competition?
Like physically, I usually, if you know me, I always came to contests late because I only want to came. I don't want to be very tired when I'm on stage, and I usually come like 30 minutes or 1 hour before I go up stage, and I make sure that I have enough sleep and I eat well. And mentally, I sometimes try to film when I practice, which gives more pressure. So, and sometimes I also invite my practice with my friends. So when people are watching you practice, it's also give a little bit more pressure, right? So mentally like that, and then pray, and then that's all. Just trying to relax and like have the mindset of just having fun.
So are there any moments or friendship you have made through Yoyoings?
Yeah, for example, like I'm in interview with you now. Like I remember at AP 2010 when I was like this. I'm very like small kid, but you were very kind to me, and like it just, for me it's very memorable, and like that's what makes me want to be in the community, you know. It's just so welcoming like that. Thank you. Yoyoing.
Oh, that's okay. I think your tricks is also very impressive from my point of view. So that's
back
why.
Back then?
Yeah, back then it's
so
also already impressive from my point of view already. So I want to make friends with you.
Because like I was really a small kid, and like, oh wow, this big man want to play with me. It's nice, and also practice my English. It's so amazing, you know. And we just figured out that we also love to travel and to backpack, and it just connect us even more.
Yeah. So what other hobbies do you enjoy outside of Yoyoings?
So because of Yoyoing, I film my tricks. Because I film my tricks, I love editing. And because I yo-yo, I go to contests, and because of the contest, I like to travel too. That make me love traveling. And I can say it's even, I love traveling even more than yo-yo sometimes. And because I travel, I also now like to do the photography, because like if I can take the nice picture, the traveling part kind of, you know, sometimes a little bit, I want to memorize, I want to make the trip more like memorial. I want to remember the trip, so I need to learn photography too. So yeah, I think for now, yo-yo, travel, photography. Yeah, I think that's the top 3 hobby that I have.
Okay, last question. So are there any advice for you to give to the newcomers for the yo-yo players?
I think yo-yo, I think just have fun. Really, just have fun, because like the most important thing is the having fun part. Like if you win or not win, but you're having fun, you're happy. But like if you do it for the win, when you lose, you're upset. And when you win, then what's next? You know, yeah. So I really do it for the fun, and if you really love yoyoing, you just keep doing it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.